Hi, Manna family. You ever thought about the fact that the very first sin committed on planet Earth was the sin of bearing false witness or lying? When Satan tempted Eve to rebel against God, he did so on the basis of a lie. God had told Adam and Eve that if they ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they would surely die. Satan comes to Eve in Genesis 3:4 and says, "You shall not surely die," which was an absolute bald-faced lie. Of course, as you know the tragic story, Eve believed Satan's lie. Both Adam and Eve ate the fruit, and death entered the human race at that very moment. That's why Jesus said that the devil is the father of lies and that he was a murderer from the beginning. Lies can kill. That's why God said in Exodus 20:16, "You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor." What is a lie? Arthur Pink once wrote that a lie consists of three elements. One, speaking what is not true. Two, intentionally doing so. And three, doing so with the intention of deceiving. So lying is purposely speaking what you know to be untrue with the motive of deceiving the listener. This command forbids false witness or false testimony. Usually took place in a court of law or a legal proceeding. All courts, of course, are designed to uphold justice, which is to protect the innocent and prosecute the guilty. But that's impossible to do unless testimony is truthful. So when a person enters the witness stand, even today in a court of law, they swear before God to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. In other words, I promise to tell the truth because God Himself is listening. If they lie, they're not only attacking the truth and the reputation of the one they're lying about, they're lying knowing that God is listening. Your reputation is priceless. It determines your credibility in the community. It determines how people perceive and treat you. When someone lies about you, they're lying about your character and your conduct and your reputation. And they are killing you with their words as surely as if they took a knife and plunged it into your heart. A reputation once lost is almost impossible to recover. That's why lying is so dangerous. There are lots of ways to lie about someone or something. Gossip, slander, exaggeration, unjust criticism, flattery, or even silence can all be forms of lying that harm each other. However, just because you know the truth about a situation doesn't mean you're always required to say it. You can say, "I simply am not at liberty to talk about that issue at this point." But you need to know your motives. If I'm silent and it's going to be conceived as a lie, then I need to say something. The Bible commands us in Ephesians 4:15 to speak the truth in love. This gets to the heart of the matter, which of course is the matter of the heart. If my motive in speaking the truth is to harm another person, then I'm using truth as a weapon rather than loving my neighbor as myself. Of course, begs the question, who is my neighbor? As you know from the story of the Good Samaritan, everyone is our neighbor. In the context of this command, everyone who could be affected by my words is my neighbor. Most of the commandments given in the second table of the law, that horizontal area that relates to other people, are given to protect our neighbor. Do not murder protects our neighbor's life. Do not commit adultery protects their marriage, family, posterity. Do not steal protects their property and livelihood. Do not bear false witness protects their reputation and their good name. Bearing false witness can have deadly consequences. The book of Acts records that the Jewish religious leaders were unable to cope with Stephen's powerful preaching about Jesus. So they encouraged false witnesses to come forward and give false testimony and say that he cursed God and blasphemed against the temple and the law. On the basis of this false testimony, they took Stephen out and had him stoned to death. Jesus Christ Himself was crucified on the basis of false testimony when He was put on trial. Clearly, lying can kill. God commands us in Ephesians 4:25. Therefore, putting aside falsehood, speak truth, each of you with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. This is a command to not only stop deceiving, but to start speaking the truth. We must choose to love our neighbors as ourselves and protect them by living and speaking the truth. Speaking the truth in love honors God and blesses others. Remember, God designed us to do life together